Hello, good evening. I think we can start the session now. So let's see if you have any queries based on this week's content, any issues that you're facing. Let's see if we can address those queries.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Your
Yeah,
voice,
issues?
your voice is not clear. It's buzzing.
Okay. Hello, hello. Is it audible?
It is still buzzing, sir. I mean, are you, are you sitting in a big room, echoing?
This is the first time I'm facing this issue. Let me just, maybe I'll work on changing the mic. And then I think, yeah, I think we have other instructors here too. We have Teja and Prasanna. So if you have any queries, please go ahead. I'll just fix this issue up and come back. Please go ahead.
Uh,
If you have any
so
queries,
one,
please go ahead.
one more question. So the session before this session, I was not able to attend it. So is the recording available? Because I checked the YouTube, it was not there. The live session, please the live session was not there. So is this recording available on Drive or anything?
No, Brijesh, how is it now?
It's
Hello?
much, yes, much clearer.
Okay. So the last session's recording is not available, Brijesh. So I think there was some issue in recording. I'm not sure what really happened, but we don't have last session's recording.
Okay, so could you please summarize it for like 5 minutes?
Okay, there was, I think it was just a basic introduction about what the course is about. So you must have already got that introduction in your course orientation. I talked about different weeks and what kind of content you will actually uh, get in different weeks. And just a basic discussion about what are the different tools that we have. We had some questions on what kind of tools students will be introduced to in this course. So I think I told them that it is mainly about Python and Excel. But in addition to that, you will also be introduced to many tools such as visualization tools such as Tableau. Then there are some networking tools called Kumu. You have a geospatial analysis tool called QGIS. Then there are some narration tools. So you'll be introduced to a wide array of tools, but the goal is not to actually make you an expert in each of these tools. The goal is to be able to understand what the problem is, use any of the tools that is actually available to you, solve the problem, and create a good story out of it. That is what the idea of this course is. So this was just a basic introduction.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking this.
Anytime, Brijesh, anytime. Do we have any other questions? So we are actually planning on other TA sessions. You will have a TA who will take sessions every week on different topics. So we'll get in touch with you about that. So if you have any difficulties in any particular topic, you can actually inform the TA about that, and some sessions will be carried out. And not just that, you yourselves can have some student group and have some sessions where you can clear each other's doubt in a meeting, or you can of course use Discourse. Discourse is already there. Please use that to the fullest possible extent to be able to help each other, to be able to solve each other's queries, to be able to solve doubts, and to get in touch with us. To be, please tag us if you have any queries for the instructors. Tag us, and we'll actually get back to you as quickly as possible. So, if there are any other queries based on this week's content, last week's content, or any doubts that you have, Aditya, did you say anything?
No, sir.
No? Okay, okay. So, do you have any queries, any questions? No doubts?
Hello,
Maybe-
sir.
Yeah, Sharmili.
Can
Yeah.
you hear me, sir? Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, actually, it's related to graded assignment 1, question number 1.
Okay.
I've also raised this in discourse. I've got banana green, and they've asked for the model price of banana green in Malappuram area. So, actually, in the Excel, the answer was 3350, but the system is showing the right answer as 3650, sir. I've also raised this in discourse actually. So please could you check it and clarify if
Sure.
there is any mistake in our understanding and provide us the correct answer, sir.
Sure, Sharmili. Did you tag any of the instructors in that?
No, actually, I was not sure. I mean, I went to the list of instructors. So many
Okay.
were there, but I don't know whom to tag. So I've
Okay.
generally just tagged as TDS. I haven't tagged
Okay.
any particular instructor.
Sure. Please
Who
add
should
this
I tag,
tag.
sir?
Yeah, I'll just type it in the text box.
Sure, sir.
Tag it with this. And
Okay.
so that you'll reach me directly, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible on that.
Sure, sir. Actually, many of us got the same problem. I mean,
Is it?
3350 was the answer, but
Okay.
system is showing differently. Okay, sir. I'll tag you, sir.
I'll check that and we'll see what the issue is here. We'll
Sure,
get back to
sir.
you.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So if you also have doubts in the graded assignments, any questions that you thought was wrong on your side or wrong on our side, you can also discuss that. Yeah.
Actually, can you differentiate between a categorical ordered and a categorical unordered, sir? Because when we are doing the assignment, no, I mean, there were columns like ID underscore 1,
Okay.
where the first 3 will be text of the particular country. Say, for example, if it is Australia, AU, yes, followed by the number like 1 underscore 1, 2 underscore 1, 3 underscore 1. But it appeared like a categorical ordered because first 3 letters are anyway letters which are common for the entire list. Only the number that is 1 underscore 1, 2 underscore 1, 3 underscore 1. So those also appear to be ordered like 1, 2, 3. It was properly sorted out. So we were in but there was no option given in that particular question as categorical ordered. So can you just differentiate how to identify the categorical ordered and categorical unordered, sir, in this type of examples?
Okay. I'm actually not sure what that example exactly is, but in general, if you see that categorical ordered and unordered is categorical is about
We
any
have
word.
the
Like,
questions for number 5, 6, and 7, sir. For the question number 5,
graded
it's
assignment
about
one.
the shape file. Shape file.
Graded assignment
Number
one.
5 of graded assignment 1.
Okay. Let me check. I'll have to check this with the team, Sharmili. I'll just check what the issue is.
Sure, sir. No, actually,
Yeah.
that's the reason we got confused. Actually,
Okay.
it appeared to be ordered, but
Okay.
there was no option given as categorical ordered.
Okay.
Somehow we know that it is a categorical category,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's why I've chosen as categorical unordered.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
if you could clarify that part, that would be really helpful.
Sure.
And I mean, the question number 5, 6 is okay. 6 is just the name, which is directly categorical.
Okay.
And question number 7 is also like we had the values will be like France, for example, say for dot followed by another text. So it was
Okay.
like how the IP addresses will be. It was similar to that. So
Okay.
we got confused whether it is going to be composite or it is categorical.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
the question number 5 and 7, if you could just elaborate and make us understand between categorical ordered, unordered, and composite, that
Okay.
would be really helpful, sir.
Sure. Okay. Okay, Sharmili. Just a little bit help from your side. Could you please add that in discourse and tag me? That will be helpful for me to track it.
Okay, sir. You want me to raise it in discourse?
Yeah.
Sure, sir. I'll just
Yeah.
raise it and I'll tag you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Sharmili.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So we can discuss these terms here also, because even I got Incorrect. So,
Okay, the same
can you
question
go?
that Sharmili raised, is it? The same questions?
Yes, yes, sir. So, can we
Okay,
have like discussion over these terms? What are the difference between them?
sure. Difference between what do you say, categorical, ordered, and unordered,
That
is it?
yes, and even the structure that what is called the
Okay. I think I can bring in the other instructors here too. If you can please help clear this query.
Yeah, so I'm not sure of the exact question you're talking about. Maybe I'll have a look at the question and then discuss. But generally, if you want to give an explanation on categorical, ordered, unordered, composite, it's not just because of the structure of the variable. No, like if you have ID underscore one, ID underscore two, then can that be ordered or unordered? It's not from that perspective. It's more from what is the meaning of that variable. So if there is actually a way to rate ID underscore one higher than ID underscore two from the meaning of the variable, then only it qualifies for categorical ordered. For example, you might have something like strongly agree, neutral, such kind of categories, let's say. So I can definitely, from a syntax or a synonym perspective, say strongly agrees above agree and agrees above neutral and something like that. So you should have such a relationship in the meaning of that variable itself. Then only it qualifies for categorical ordered, irrespective of its structure, right? So it might not have 1 to 3, it might have 1 to 3. That's okay, but there should be a meaning of putting one over the other, and so that differentiates ordered, unordered. And then from a composite perspective, you will have multiple information put together in a single particular variable. That's exactly what the meaning of composite is. So someone pointed out the example of an IP address. So you might see that IP address can have a structure, right? For example, 10.108.8. So this is not a category because each subset of this pattern has a meaning and an order. For example, 10 could be continents, 108 could be, let's say, a particular region or whatnot. So there is actually a composite of different information out there. So sometimes I can even order such information. So when you have multiple dimensions put together in a single particular data point, that qualifies for composite. When you have a normal category and if you have a meaning associated with its relationship, then you can have it ordered, otherwise it's unordered. So this is just like a general discussion, if it helps.
Understood. So one more question. Like I understood this, but since I've been to other subjects, so I forgot the data. What was the data? So the fifth question is talking about some IDs. So if I have ID is ID one, and the second ID is ID two, and third ID is ID three. Now this does not carry any information. It's like it's just a roll number thing. So it should not come in a composite. Am I correct?
Yeah, so if you're talking about only ID, I don't know how the ID looks like. In some cases, it could be composite. For example, if you take your online degree information, it could be composite. The first two letters could be your program, second could be the year of joining, something like that. But generally, if you're talking about ID1, ID2, from that perspective, yeah, it doesn't look like.
Got it. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Thank you, Mahesh.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Uh, Sir, you said IP address is composite. We understand that IP address is a common, I mean,
Sharmi,
address.
can you be a little louder?
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. When we say IP address, we understand that it is common and it is having 4 fields which denotes different codes. But if it is going to be a general data set, and as I said, question number 7, it had a column where it showed first 2 letters as a country's character, followed by their district or county, whatever it is, followed by that particular alphabets or followed by some numbers. So here, can we consider that as a area code, and do we need to consider that kind of thing as a composite, or still we need to consider that as categorical, sir?
Yeah, as I said again, I want to reiterate, I have not looked at that question, but from what I understand from the way you have described to me, it looks like a composite data because it has so much information put together in a single particular row.
Yes, because different data sets, that particular, the data set need to define that particular column as what that values means. What the first two characters means, followed by the dot and followed by the value. So see, IP address is common. We can understand that it has got meaning with 4 values followed by the dots, but uh, other data sets which are specific to that particular organization or whatever it is, we will come to understand only if they have defined the column. So that's the reason I'm asking this question. sir.
That is true. That is very true. I agree. But sometimes you can figure it out yourself from the patterns. For example, if you take an n unique of composite data column, which means you just find the unique values. So if you have all the unique values printed, I think you can figure out there will be a few FRs, few UKs, and you will figure out a pattern, right? So sometimes it's self-explanatory, but sometimes it isn't. In your case, I think it's self-explanatory.
Yes, sir. So, but that's why we got confused whether it should come under composite or categorical. We were in too much confusion, and then we have just concluded with whatever seemed to be right. So that's
Got
why, if you could just, if you could look at the question number 5 and 7 of graded assignment 1, and if you could explain the difference, it would be really helpful for us, sir.
Yeah. So as Dixon suggested, just put
Yeah,
that.
I'll raise it. I'll
We
raise
will
it in this
look
course.
at that question and then answer contextually. Yeah.
Sure, sir. I'll raise it in discourse.
Sharmini, if you have a data open, I can share the screen if sir permits it.
You want me to share the screen, sir?
Sir, is it possible to?
I think yes, right, Dixon?
Yeah, you can share your screen if you have the data.
So
1 minute, sir.
even
Let
I don't
me-
remember what was the data.
Okay, just give me a minute, sir. I'm just opening it.
Okay.
Okay, meanwhile, do we have any other questions? Okay, so I think we can end today's session after this discussion on the data types that we have. So Sharmili, once you are ready, please share your screen. We'll have a discussion and end today's session.
Can you see mine, sir? Hello? Hello, sir?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is visible.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as I said, this is question number 5, where we had ID underscore 1 column. And we had like FRA dot 1 underscore 1. It seemed to be ordered, but it's definitely categorical, but it seemed to be ordered, but there was no option given in the question as categorical ordered. So there's so we have gone with categorical unordered because there was no other option for categorical. So
No, I mean, like that's good. No, that's exactly the intention. We don't want you to be confused.
yes, so that's the reason. Just wanted to know whether this should be ordered or it should be unordered only, sir.
So that's what. So ordered, unordered, just don't look at the nature of that values. That's exactly what I say. So in the example I told you, agree, strongly agree. There is no numbers in it, right? So look for the meaning of that variable. From this, and when it's ordered, you generally don't have all the values as unique values, right? So in this case, it's clear indication that it's something an ID. But I understand if someone did not explain to you, and if you have ordered and unordered both in the choice, it's debatable. But it was intentionally made in this case to
Yeah,
have.
if it was categorical ordered, we would have definitely chosen that only.
Understood. But that's the purpose. It did not have. You did not have that option. But
Okay, sir.
don't always think if you have numbers, it will be ordered. No, not necessarily.
Whole thing will be considered as a text
Yes.
categorical. Okay. And the question number 7 was this J column, HASE_1. So here, if you could see, sir, as I told, FR.A or FR.BF. So I considered like FR is France as a common country code and followed by the county or district code like that, like A or BF. So do we need to consider this as composite or categorical only, sir?
Yeah. Because you have multiple information present here, and whenever you have a dot, that's an indication that you are intending to put two different dimensions into it. So yeah, this seems like in this context composite.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Yes.
But here
This-
also there is a dot in first column, but it's just a mere number, so no need to consider that as a composite. But here we
No,
have a
I mean,
meaningful.
the first row is the column name, right? It's a header, I think.
Yeah, first row is a column header. I'm talking about the columns, sir. First column.
Yeah, first column.
It's
Oh, okay. You are asking that is it composite? It is not composite. It might have a dot, but the reason being 1_1 has no meaning to it.
okay.
It's just a serial number.
Okay, sir. So, but this has got meaning. It should be composite.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Now got it, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So I'll stop sharing, sir.
Yes, Sharmili, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, if there are no more questions, I think we can end today's session. So we will inform you about the TA sessions that will be held shortly, maybe in this week or the next week. And you can discuss any doubts or ask the TA to hold any sessions based on the doubts that you have. And if there are any other queries other than that, please raise it in discourse. We'll clarify that. Yeah, Sharmili.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to tag you, sir, but I'm not able to tag you actually at I've given your name, but it's not showing actually.
What about try at Mahesh?
Sorry, Dixon, I lost you. What were you saying?
Mahesh?
Sorry. I'm
Uh,
trying to tag Dixon, sir, but it's not coming actually.
Okay, it should work. Otherwise, you can tag me as well.
Oh, actually, none of the names are coming for me.
Could you please post that link here, Sharmili, in this chat box? I'll see if I can
Yes,
tag
sir.
you, sir. Just the link of the discourse post.
Yes, sir. I'll just post it here.
Okay.
This is the link, sir.
Okay. Thanks, Sharmili. Thank you. We'll just take it up and try to clarify your doubts as soon as possible.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Dixon, so one more question.
Yeah, Brijesh.
Can you give me the idea of how will be the difficulty level of not each week, just give me an idea, because I'm doing other subject also, especially MLP, and that is like taking a lot of time of my whole day.
Okay.
So can you give me an idea, like till starting from which week the TDS is going to little bit harder? These are the week which are the easy ones.
So it depends upon your experience. Do you have any experience in data science, Brijesh?
No, sir.
Do you have any experience in Python?
So whatever we learned in foundation and now in
Okay.
MLP.
Have you actually used Python for any data science, solving data science problems?
No, sir.
Okay. So
I've been
based on that, I think from
in a
week four, it might get a little intensive, I would say, in terms of modeling the data and then so on.
Understood. So
Yeah.
is it similar like NLP, because there also we are modeling.
MLP is totally different. It is easier compared to your machine learning things. Here it's purely what do you say, application oriented. We're not going to look into the theory and other things. So it's going to be easier than that. But things might get a little intensive for you from week 4 when we're starting to learn modeling the data and other things.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, sir. Thank you. Understood.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for the session.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining. Let's meet next week.
Thank you, sir.